Hello, it is weigh-in Wednesday today. Um, so the results were not surprising given the week that I had had. It wasn't an emotional week, so I wasn't, binging or anything like that. But there was a bunch of changes in my schedule. I had gone out of town for work and staying in a hotel with the coworkers, go down to the hotel restaurant. Um, I'm trying to keep this in, perspective that I'm changing my eating habits. I'm not re-engaging an eating disorder. So I wasn't going to sit there with a glass of ice water like an asshole while everyone else was eating. So I got something that I thought I would like off the menu, and I nibbled at a bit of an appetizer that came by, and I ate my entree, and I finished most of it, actually. I think probably like 99% of it was gone. And it was really good. It had bacon in it. It was so good. Um, and then I needed to eat something again later to take one of the medications that I take. It needs to be taken with food, so I ate something again. This is not the crime of the century. Uh, it's okay to eat. Um, I returned home, and then just the night before last, I had to work late into the evening, around like 10 o'clock or so. I usually work till about 4:30, and had to go out to dinner with another coworker because we're doing that. Um, Between work and then the event that we were going to do, and it's on the company. They're kind enough to pay for it. So go to eat. I'm not going to sit there with a cup of black coffee and watch somebody eat. Now, there are folks who do that when they're dieting and they stick to their guns and they stick to their principles and they're not going to stray from it because the goal is the goal is the goal. I can appreciate that. I hope that you'd be able to appreciate that that doesn't work for me. The more strict I get, the more strict I get. And it tightens up the control too much. So I don't want to be so strict with myself that all of a sudden things become off limits, that there's good and bad foods again, that I can't go to a restaurant unless I've Googled the menu first to make sure everything is what it's supposed to be. I ordered something off the menu. I have no idea how many calories were in it. I know what I was eating. I don't know fat, calories, carbs. I couldn't tell you. And that's okay. This is if it's going to be something I'm going to do for a lifetime, those kind of things are going to come up. So, got on the scale. This is week 3. Now, last week I weighed in at 225 pounds. And I had said it was a 4-pound loss from the week before. And I had said I was kind of suspicious of it because it seemed like it was quite a bit, given that I was losing about 2 pounds a week up until that point. So I didn't know if I was maybe a little bloated, dehydrated, or if it was just a good week. Got on the scale today, and I am 225 again. Exactly. No decimals. I don't count decimals. I don't want to get too OCD about it. I don't want to take myself there with it. Um, I do round a little bit, so if it's up like 8.8 and up, 0.2 and down, but um, I don't get on the scale a bunch during the week and check, or a bunch of times during the day, to see if it goes up or down this way to decide how happy I am at any given moment. Um, so 225 again this week. Given the fact that I loosened the reins on my calorie count and some of the quality of the food, eating prepared foods like restaurant foods, and being a little bit off of my normal routine, not gaining weight to me is good. Uh, Not losing is not that big of a deal, because that means to me that I can make choices that don't have to be so rigid and so pre-planned. I don't have to live on my meal prep, that I can stray off of it, trust my gut with what I want to eat. And once this weight loss process is over, hopefully I'll be able to return to sort of being able to eat in a way that isn't going to cause me to gain a lot of weight or to continue to lose weight. I think diets should have exit strategies, and having a maintenance week and then taking a look at the kind of ways I ate. I was a little bit active, part of this work trip that was away. For reasons unclear, there was a Zumba class involved, and somehow I got pushed up to the front, and I was really good at it. So I got about 20 minutes of Zumba in, plus about an hour and a half of of walking, brisk walking. So there was some activity in there, and but I mean the quality of the food was kind of up and down. But that's okay. That means I'm capable of eating in a way that doesn't feel like I'm depriving myself, but also I was able to enjoy foods this week without overdoing it. So I'll take that as a non-scale victory. You know, it was maybe a lesson that I took in, and that's okay. I can do with that. So other non-scale victory, I did Zumba in front of a crowd of people. That's not something I'm pretty shameless when it comes to dancing and moving. And even at a high weight, I'm pretty light on my feet. But at the same time, with my supervisor and my supervisor's supervisor, and then people videotaping it, it felt kind of reckless. But you know what? It was fun. I was wiggling and jiggling with a little bit of loose skin, but I was kind of getting into it. You know, kind of give a little, pushing for the cushion or cushion for the pushing, whatever that is. So, um, so that was this week. That was the weigh-in, same as last week. But some non-scale victories, a little bit of motion, a little bit of movement, a little bit of learning about loosening the reins and how it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to gain 10 pounds if I eat one thing off of what I've planned for the week. So keeping all that in balance and being able to do that makes me feel okay. It makes it all right. It is a weight loss journey, but not losing the 2 pounds that I had to lose this week, or something bad's gonna happen. Everyone's gonna hate me. I'm gonna blow up, and I'll be fat. And I'm still here. Everything's okay. Nothing's wrong. Everything's fine. And I'll check in next week and see what kind of victories and successes and challenges happen there. So we'll see. But thanks for watching, and come back next week and see what's what.